Goodbye, YouTube. I haven't done one of these in a while. So, here is myself, Mark Tolava. Yeah. So, to start off the review, her legs. I guess more accurately, to start off the review, her feet. I do not have a foot fetish. That is just an actual true statement. Starting off with the feet. This is getting off topic. I'm sorry. Her feet are pretty nice, I guess. Still do not have a foot fetish. Just pretty well built, pretty filled in, you know. It is standard Mata feet. Yeah. Just fixing her pose, I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. So, back onto the review. Her lower legs, I'm very happy with this design. It's just a nice and simple Rachi leg. You can see on the back, it's obviously just a Rachi leg, all that. It's not even any filler in here. But the front turned out really well with the combination of a painted, freaking, Glatorian shin armor part, whatever. Yeah, very nicely, like these two parts go so well together. Yeah, and also these Technic connectors in between here, connecting these two parts up nicely. It's such a useful part. Yeah. Now, onto her upper legs. One of the most recent additions to the mock are these Uniter armor pieces here. They're freaking awesome parts. They're so cool, actually. It's really unfortunate that I only have 2 of them. But yeah. So yeah, it creates like a really nice design for her upper leg. Although there is one flaw with this that completely my own. Just me being an idiot. I used these 2 long thin lift arms in black just as filler, just like unnecessary filler too. There's 4 of them in total, just as unnecessary filler for the upper legs. I barely have like any of those, like at all, and I'm using 4 of them on my self mock unnecessarily. Yeah. Also, tried rounding her upper legs a little bit. It worked out pretty well. And yeah, so legs. They're pretty cool legs, I guess. And for her torso, it's a very nice build, I'd say. It's like one of my best torso frames that I've ever created. And it's heavily based off of someone else's that I can't remember who built, or whatever. I'm not good with English, even though it's my only language. Yeah, it's a pretty nice torso, very clean looking. His torso, like I said, is very like smooth and all that, very well built, I guess. And the back, there it is, a lot of silver, because yeah, it's part of her color scheme, obviously. She technically even has a heart light. It's barely noticeable in this lighting, but it is there, I think. It's supposed to be translite blue, but you know, difficult lighting. now. Yeah. And, yeah, these are an illegal this is attached by an illegal connection. These can just pop right off, kind of. I mean, it's a pretty secure connection, but you can also see it's warping the parts very noticeably, actually. I have a problem with doing that to these parts. These parts are really useful, and I don't have too many of them, and most of them, technically not, that's actually a lie, are just like, being ruined by this technique. But it looks cool, so, yeah. Now, for her arms, it's fun little story about her upper arms. I don't know why I'll just start with her upper arms then. Yeah. A funny story with her upper arm. This was originally just a design trying to replicate the Ben 10 upper limb, because that was the design that I used previously for the original VA build, the original VA mock that I showed off in the other video on VA, whatever. It's a very outdated mock, or video? That's the word. But yeah, this design originated as a placeholder for the Ben 10 upper limb, but just eventually it just became the actual design that I used for not only this mock, but also the original VA build that used to have those exact Ben 10 upper limbs. So yeah, that's a fun fact about these arms. I did not need to say any of that at all. But yeah, I want this video to be a little bit longer, because I do not want this video to be like 10 minutes long. That's too short in my opinion. For her lower leg, or her lower arms, also using raunchy legs, like her lower legs, but this time actually filler in this area. And yeah, that's about it. It's pretty nice. It works. You know, it's a little bit wacky, but it works. Like I said. And speaking of things that are wacky but sometimes work, this hand design. I've used this hand design too many times. I cannot really build it I cannot build this hand design anymore because of how many times I've already previously used it. I'm running out of parts. Please help. That's a joke. Oh, not the running out of parts. I am running out of parts. But yeah. This hand design, very nice. I always love to point out the fact that I came up with it. No one else uses it though, but I did come up with this design. So yeah. Yeah. It works pretty well. Got standard, I guess, 4 fingers. 3 fingers here, a thumb. Works out. Obviously has posability. Yep. It works, it's just a hand, you know. Although, the flaw with it, first off, there's these, like, well, things here. There's, like, yeah, like, just like that. And that's not normal, for at least hands, you know. And my hands don't do that exact same thing. It's not very accurate. Yeah, it doesn't look very good. It's just very thin, for no reason, pretty much, there. I do not have a way of, like, easily doing that without compromising the entire design. And another flaw is that this can happen. You just bend the finger, like, the whole, like, lower bit of it, just like this. It's a very unintentional joint there. I designed this hand design, like, 4 years ago. That has nothing to do with anything. I just wanted to point that out. Oh, anyway, that's the arm. Now, onto her head. It's the exact same build as it is, well, technically, the exact same build as the original head, even down to the eye color, obviously, because the same character, just different timeline, whatever, you know. It's, yeah, that's a bit of lore. Yeah. I fucking love this mask. The Great Kanohi Komau is my favorite Kanohi mask. I've probably stated that in a previous video, but that was probably like 5 months ago, so I don't remember. But yeah, I guess I could put like a 3-1 thin lift arm in here to fill that in. I'm just lazy, and I'm running out of those parts to begin with, so I'm not going to do that. This will do. So that's her head. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I've already talked about it multiple times before. I know that already. I know I've talked about this head like 2 times before already, at least. You probably already. I don't need to talk about the head. It's so simple. Now, back onto the overall mock. Oops. Okay. Yeah, actually, back onto the overall mock. It's one of my favorite mocks ever. It's not even like one of my favorite mocks that I've built, just one of my favorite mocks ever. I still don't understand how I built this. I shouldn't be this good of a mockist. But actually onto the overall mock though, and besides the rant about how good of a mockist I am, sorry about bragging. Yeah. So, yeah. I guess, I don't know. I guess I should do height comparisons. So, here she is next to Toa Va, or original Va, I mean, because they're both named Va, and they're both Toa. It gets kind of confusing. Also, I will do an updated mock review of him someday. Not anytime soon, I guess. Probably not. That's a complete lie. I don't know. I'll probably make a video on him later. Not today, though. Yeah. And here she is next to Toa Nader, Mauve of Toa Nader, whatever you want to call him, Nader. He's pretty cool. But also, yeah. By comparison, Va is shorter, just by a bit, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. And here she is next to Rondax, or Rondax Studios, whatever you want to call him. Mauve of Rondax Studios, like I said, pretty much. They're about the same height. Honestly, I don't know actually, so I'm gonna do a proper height comparison. I think Rondax is a bit taller, not by head, not like when if you're on like by head height, whatever. But like, you know, his shoulders are higher up, even like without this armor. I don't know. I'm tired right now. And here she is next to Antraz. It's a spooky boy. He's just my favorite Makuta, I don't know. I don't really know why I put him here. Just because, like, look at his fucking wings. They're fucking giant, like, in comparison. Like, they're just, like, they take up so much space. I actually kind of hate that these take up so much space on my shelves now. But yeah, anyway, that's besides the point. I don't know. I guess Antraz is a bit taller. Although about the same head, like about the same going off of like a head. Actually, so yeah. I mean, technically, he's just actually taller. It's just like if you extend his neck out. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm really tired, like I said. Talking Nuva, my bionicle girlfriend, Matoro, Mata Nui, Morender, Great Being of Chaos. Now, onto her weapons and things like it, like accessories, whatever. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't just say accessories. Yeah, now on to her accessories. So, for her first weapon slash accessory, her axes. Her, like, axe thing, yeah. They're pretty simple. There's, like, Matoro hook thing on a axle, pretty much at an angle, though, but yeah. That's the only unique part about it. It's so simple, actually. It's like, yeah. Yeah. Yep. That, yeah. That's that. Now, on to her second weapon slash accessory. These big old weapons. They're pretty cool. I barely use them because of how big they are. They're just like very just they're too big to like be to just casually use. Like they're barely ever used, yeah. But they look cool, and I like the lightning effect in the middle. It's yeah. These Tahu 2015 blades, are really cool. I love these parts so much. They're so cool. Fuck. And for the next accessory, or whatever, is the Ignika. Yeah, it's the Kenobi Ignika. As the title suggests, she is the protector of the Ignika. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess the Ignika isn't really an accessory or anything. And it's not really built by me or anything. It's straight up just the Lego part. The $200 Lego part. It's very expensive on Bricklink. It's worth it, at least in my opinion. But enough about that. That's besides the point. It's the Ignika, you know. I mostly just wanted to include it for this pose. I love this pose. It's amazing. So that's kind of it for accessories and all that. So yeah, I guess like yeah, I also have her Matoran form, so yeah. That's yeah. I'll just show that off, you know. And there's Matoran just yeah. It's very simple. It's just my basic Matoran build. But except for the lower legs, they're custom, you know. It's very nice, actually. I really like her lower legs. But yeah. Also, because I only have one silver Komo. So I guess that's about it for the video then. Yeah. I guess that was my self-mock. I don't really know an outro. I haven't done a video in so long, I don't remember what to do for an outro. I guess, be sure to like and subscribe. Also, probably gonna link my Discord in the description. So, like, join that, please. Okay, I'm gonna leave now. It's the end of the video. Goodbye.